Yes, good morning, students. Already in the yesterday's class, we discussed about what is a linked list, what are the different types of linked list, right? Like single linked list, double linked list, and circular linked list. Among those, the first one is single linked list. Already we discussed in the previous class, and we are performing different operations on the single linked list. In the previous class, we have discussed two operations, that is creation of a node and insertion operation on the linked list. Now, in this class, we are going to uh, discuss what deletion operation and traversing operation of a single linked list. Right? We'll discuss the deletion operation on single linked list. In single linked list, the deletion operation can be performed in three ways. They are as follows: deleting from the begin and deleting from the end of the list and at the specific node of the given list. Right? Let us discuss clearly one by one. So, if we want to delete an element from the beginning of the list, this is the procedure. We have to check the list is empty. That means head equal to null. Suppose if the list is empty, you are unable to display the elements. If the list is empty, then display the list is empty. That means deletion is not possible. If it is not empty, that means there are some nodes in the list we have to delete. Define a node pointer temp and initialize with the head. And next step, check whether the list is having only one node. Right? If it is true, then head equal to null and delete temp. Right? If it is false, that means the list contains multiple nodes. Then set head equal to temp next and delete the temp. This is the procedure, and this is the code for remove the node at beginning. If head equal to null, what does it mean? The list is empty. Simply print the message empty. False. Otherwise, the list is not empty. What do? We have to take a pointer temp and assigns the head value to temp. If head next equal to null, that means the head contains null value. What does it mean? It contains only one element. Just simply free temp. Free is the function which is used for delete the node, or else that means head not equal to null. Ante it means that the head the list contains multiple elements. Then we make head equal to temp next. After that, free the temp. Right? In this way, we can delete the node. So let us explain this concept by using this diagram. Here we want to delete this particular first element from the list. In this case, the first element is the node 10, which contains the address 1010 that is stored in the pointer head. After deleting this first node, then what is the next node in the list? 20 is the next first node in the list. Its address is 1012. Right? After deleting this first node 10, automatically the 20 becomes the first node like this. So the head pointers will point the first node address. Now in this case, the first node is 20, its address is 1012. So the head pointer will point the address 1012. Right? This is how we can delete the element at the beginning. Next, we have to discuss delete the node from the end of the list. So this is the procedure. Check whether the list is empty. Suppose if it is empty, we are unable to display the delete the element. So display the message list is empty. If it is not empty, then define two nodes. The temp1 is the first pointer and temp2 is the second pointer, and initialize temp1 with head. Check whether the list has only one node. List we have to ensure that the list contains only one node. If it is one node, just temp next equal to null and remove the temp pointer. If it is true, then head equal to null and delete temp1. Suppose if it is false, that means the list contains more than one node. Then set temp2 equal to temp1 and move temp1 to its next node. They repeat the same process until the last node in the list. And finally, set temp2 next equal to null and delete temp1. Right? This is the procedure, and this is the code. Already we discussed head equal to null. That means the list is empty. Just print empty. Struct and then create 2 pointers, temp1 and temp2, and temp1 is assigned to head. That means the address of head is assigned to temp1. Suppose if head next equal to null, that means the list contains only one element, right? We can delete. Otherwise, while temp1 next not equal to null, that means we can compare the address part of all the nodes, and then if temp2 next equal to null, just free temp1, right? So the same code can be explained with this diagram. Here we have to delete the element at the last. So in this is the given linked list which contains the last element is 40, right? Its address is 1016. The address part of the node 40 contains a null value. That means it is the last node in the list. Now we have, after deleting this node, what is the last node? 30 is the last node. So the address part of the node 30 can make it as null because it represents it is 30 is the last node. In this way we can adjust the pointers. This is how we can delete the element at the end in the single linked list. And next one is deleting a specific node from the list. This is the procedure. Check whether the list is empty. Suppose if it is empty, then display the message the list is empty. Suppose if it is not empty, then define 2 pointers, temp1 and temp2, and initialize temp1 with the head. Keep moving the temp1 until it reaches to the exact node to be deleted or to the last node, right? And then if it is reached to the last node, then display given node is not found in the list, right? The deletion is not possible. If it is reached to the exact node which we want to delete, then check whether the list is having only one node or not. If there is only one node, just we can remove that node. It points to the temp1 and just we can delete that particular temp. Suppose the list contains multiple nodes, right? Then check whether temp1 is the first node in the list, right? This is, and then if temp1 is the first node, then we have then move the head to the next node, head equal to head next, and then delete temp1. Suppose if temp1 is not the first node, then check whether it is the last node in the list. If it is not the first node, you have to check is it the last node, right? If temp1 is the last node, then set temp2 next equal to null and delete temp1. If temp1 is not first node and not last node, right? It is at the middle node. Then set temp2 equal to next, temp2 next equal to temp1 next, and delete temp1, right? And delete the node temp1 by using the free function. This is the procedure for deleting the middle element in the single linked list, right? This is the code. Already we discussed. Temp1 data not equal to delete value, then temp1 next equal to null. Just given node found in the list, right? Let us discuss this with an example. Suppose we want to delete the element 30, the specific node. We are deleting the specific node. The specific node is 30. Suppose this previous node 20, which contains the address 1014. The 1014 is the address of the node 30, and this node 30 contains the address. It represents the address of the next node 40, that is 1016. Suppose we want to delete this element 30, then the linked list will look like this. There is no node 30. So the node 20, there is an address part. Its address part will point the address of the next node. After deletion, what is the next node? 40 is the next node. What is its address? 1016. So this address make it as 1016, right? This is how we can adjust the pointers after deleting a node in the single linked list. Okay, and there is another operation called traverse operation. Traverse means iterate through the nodes in the linked list. We can move from one node to another node, from starting from the head node. See, this is the first node which contains the value 10 and its address is 706. Right. This is the node 45. Its address is 004. and this is the next node, its address part is null. That means it is the last node in the list, right? In this way we can traverse the list from starting node to ending node. This is the traversing is nothing but display the nodes of the list. We can display the nodes right from the starting node to the end node, right? So this is the code. If head equal to null, that means the list is empty, so we are unable to display anything. If it is not the case, then temp not equal to null and see out temp data. After that, temp equal to temp next. That means move the pointer to the next and then print the value at this node. Again, move the temp to the next node. In this way, the temp pointer will move to the last node, right? So, and next one is search operation. That means searching is the operation where this operation is used for, we have to search for a given element in the list. Whether that particular element is available in the list or not, we have to check it for out, right? That is called a search operation. Iterate the linked list using a loop. If any node has the given value, then return 1. That means the match found at particular location. If the program execution comes out of the loop and given key is not present in the list, then return -1. The -1 nothing but the searching element is not found in the list. If it is not found in the list, it will return the value -1. If it returns the value 1, that means the searching element is found in the given list at so and so location. Right? This is the procedure. Right? For this, this is the code. While temp not equal to null, right? If temp data equal to key, that means temp data equal to key. That means this value, data value is equal to searching value. Key means the searching value. Both are equal, then it will returns 1. 1 means the element found. Right. See this example. This is the first, second, and third nodes. Here we are searching for the key element, that is 20. First, this 20 is compared with the 10. Is 10 equal to 20? No. Then this temp pointer moves to the next node. So in the second case, temp points the element 20. Here we are comparing the key element 20 with this element 20. So both are matched, right? That means the element is found. Okay. Then it returns the value 1. If it returns the value -1, that means search not found. That means the searching element is not found, right? If temp data equal to key, that means the data value is equal to the key value, it returns 1. Suppose if the condition is false, that means data value is not equal to key value, then it returns -1. That means that key element is not found in the list. See, this is the explain with this diagram. This is the list which contains 3 nodes, 10, 20, 30, right? Now the first element is represented with temp. The searching element is 100. Then compare 10 with 100. It is not matched. Then move the temp to the next, that is 20. Compare 20 with the key element, that is 100. It is not matched. Then move this temp to next node, that is 30. Compare 30 with 100, not matched. Right? There are no more nodes to compare with the key element. Then it returns the value -1. That means 100 is not found in this given list. This is how we can perform the searching operation on the single linked list, right? So this is about the single linked list, and we are performing different types of operations like creation of a node, inserting a new element in the single linked list, which can be done at 3 different positions: at the beginning, at the end, and at the specific location. In the similar way, we are also performing deletion operation at 3 different positions. At the beginning, delete a node at beginning, and at the end, and at this specific location. After that, we are performing the traversing operation. That means we have to move from one node to another node, which is nothing but displaying all the nodes from starting to the ending. And then another operation called as a searching operation. where we can search for a given element in the list, right? These are the different types of operations that are performed on the single linked list, right? So this is about the concept of linked list. Then we will discuss the next topic called double linked list in the next class. Okay, thank you one and all.